The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Time to determine who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The conference championship is underway. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. And get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Play action on first down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And what a hit there. Ouch. She pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now looking to throw. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on defense. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. That was incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. This is the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Connection made with his running back down the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives the Browns a first. From the gun, it's Ford. And he's into the red zone on that run, down to the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They kick the running back in motion. From the 18 on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. This one from 42 yards out. Everly's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Ritter. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ritter to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Raiders first. So we're through one here in the AFC. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now Ritter. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Motion man sent left. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 24. Completes this one to Rice. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Cut out left. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Ritter setting up to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. Got to shake it off and keep on firing.
In his 11th year, still knocking them through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 38. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw here on first down. Komet pulls it in along the sideline. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Throwing it again here. Catch is made down the right sideline. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. From the red zone now. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. the first of their timeouts. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. From 37 yards in the right hash. Everly's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First throw for the backup now. The Browns close in and take him down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Trying again following the sack. Hauled in left side. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. No gain on the last play, and that makes it pretty easy to decline the penalty. And that brings up 4th down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. It's fielded at the 14. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. This one returned for 11 yards. And they'll only have time for 1 play before halftime. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So 2nd down coming up. 1 last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. Hauled in by Worthy. And he got this close to midfield before going out. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Ford. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completed here to Kmet. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jair Alexander with the stop. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Handoff running left, Ford. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
They drop him with a big hit, and at least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Ford running right. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. The 50. At the 20. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. On target to Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Throwing from the gun here. Kmet brings it in. He's able to cross midfield before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he goes down a little short of the 40. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. He'll throw it. Hauled in by Gray. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Finds his man, Gray. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Working quickly here. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns now within 1 score in the 4th. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So now a big play coming from the Browns as they try for 2. He's throwing for it! Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Ritter. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Offense up to the line fast. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Five men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They go play action on 1st. Escapes out to the left. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. First throw for the backup now. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Sending a receiver left. Back to throw. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Receiver in motion, going left. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Setting up to pass. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Throwing the out route complete. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Here he is to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To throw here on 1st down. That'll be complete to Ford. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 46. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
First down from the red zone. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Raiders make the play that should win them this game. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
The Raiders nearing a win as he drops to a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt trophy high as champions of the AFC. And that earns them 2 more weeks of football until they head to the Bayou and fight for a Super Bowl. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.